everyone, so for today's tutorial I'm going to be talking about how to wash your brushes and how to clean your products properly. So I've had a few people ask me and I thought, well, I'll just make a video and you can watch it when and where you like to. So the first things first is you want to wash your hands with an antibacterial, and you really want to get a good scrub. And the reason why you want to do this is because we don't want any bacteria from our hands to transfer to the brushes or to the product. Make sure you wash them in nice warm water, not too hot, but nice warm water. Okay, so now that we've done that, there's a few different ways that you can wash your brushes. You can wash them with a makeup brush cleaner, such as this. This is more, I would say, for makeup artists who are on set and need a quick clean of their brushes before they work on someone else. Or you can do it with baby shampoo and conditioner. This is the one that I use. And I really like to use this when I'm deep cleaning my brushes, because not only will it disinfect the brushes, but it also give a nice conditioning aspect to it. So that way you have nice soft brushes and you're upkeeping your brushes so you can get a longer use out of them. So the first thing is you never want to wash your brushes like this, because what will happen is the water will go into the bristles and then it will go into the glue, which is helping to hold the bristles together. And then the actual brush, or this part of the brush, is made out of wood. So what will happen is the water will break up the glue and it will actually mold the wood because it's not drying properly and because you've gotten water in there. So first things first is you want to get a little bit of your cleaner. So for me it's the baby shampoo, and we just put it in our hands like that, and then I get the brush wet. So you always want to put your brush down like this and get it wet. Turn off the water, and then I go in circular motions and really clean the bristles. Nice circular motions. You can see that it's nice and soapy and shampooey. Really get in between the bristles. And then we turn the water on to warm and we wash it like such. So I lift the bristles up like this with the actual brush pointing down. And this will help to get the shampoo out and also clean your brush. Okay, so then what you do is you want to squeeze out any excess water, and then you're going to do what's called shaping the bristles. Because if you just do what you've done, if you just washed it and the bristles are all kind of crazy, it's going to dry out and it's going to dry even poofier. So you want to shape the bristles into kind of a nice ball, something like that. And then you always want to lay it flat. You never want to lay it with the bristles pointing up or the bristles pointing down, because then it's going to lose its shape. You just want to lay it flat to dry. Now, you can repeat this with every single brush, and it's so important to clean your brushes at least, very minimal, twice a month. And a lot of people will say, oh, I'm still having acne with my skincare. Well, I bet you that it's probably not your skincare that's giving you acne. If you're not properly washing your brushes and you're constantly reusing them without washing, what will happen is the bacteria will get into the bristles, and you're just spreading that bacteria onto your pores and your eyelids and everything else. So you want to make sure that you are working with a nice clean brush. And now the other thing I want to talk to you about is how to clean your product. So that's another big thing, because if you don't regularly clean your product, and I'm not saying clean your product every day, again, maybe 3 times a month, you want to clean your product, because what will happen is bacteria could get around that. So what I do is I take 90% rubbing alcohol and I put it in a bottle and I label it disinfectant so I don't get confused. and then I spray it. So first I want to make sure the spray bottle is where it should be. Okay, so I'm just going to take this in my spray bottle and spray it. Now that's going to help clean the eyeshadows, and it won't destroy the eyeshadows because it's the 90% alcohol. It's going to dry, and then it will leave your shadows nice and powdery. So it's not going to destroy them, it's not going to foil them or make them metallic-y. It's just going to clean them. So you want to set this aside open for like 10 minutes and let that completely dry. You don't want to just spray it and then close the lid. And how you clean your eyeliners and lip liners is you can take like a nice clean rag and, you know, put the disinfectant on there. What I do is I take some what we call ISO wipes or antibacterial wipes. And again, all this really is it's just the rubbing alcohol. So what I do is I take the lid off, and I just bring it to a point of the tip showing of what I've used, and I just rub it. Well, you're like, so, but you're losing out on some product. Well, I'd rather lose out on just a very little bit of product and have it like nice and clean, and I won't get an infection. So then just clean right there, and you can see now that it's nice and clean. And just roll that back in, and then what I do is I go clean the actual pencil, put that back in, and clean that again. So that's how I do that with my lip liners and with my eyeliners, because I want to keep the products really nice and clean. The downside with using, sometimes it depends on the brand, is sometimes brush cleaners won't have a conditioning aspect to it. So that's why, again, I really like using this baby shampoo. You can get it for like $3 at Woolies, or if you're in the States, you can get it, you know, maybe for $3 to $5 at Ralph's or Vaughn's or Safeway. So I'll show you again with, with a eye color brush. So you just get it damp, and then you just go in circular motions, really getting it nice and frothy, you know, and really give it a nice clean. And then what I do is I kind of do 2 in 1. I get that shampoo off my hands using this. So another thing as well is I know some people, instead of using a foundation brush, will use their hands. And again, that could possibly give you some blemishes and acne because you're not properly washing your hands before you're applying your foundation. So some people will, you know, touch things and then apply their foundation. So once you've touched something, your hands have been compromised to germs. So immediately before you apply the foundation with your fingers to your face, you want to get a nice antibacterial hand soap. Get a little bit wet and really get onto the tip of your fingers, around your fingers, just basic washing your hand, you know, what you should be doing every day. And just really get it nice, because you guys have seen how in my other tutorials I work with makeup and I put it on the back of my hand. I really make sure and get the back of my hands really clean with that soap in between my fingers, going where my nails are, because I don't want any blemishes on my face. I want to prevent that as much as possible. And a good way to prevent that is washing your hands properly for a decent time. Just with warm water, really go and give your hands a nice wash. So I hope that this helps you with the question of how to clean your brushes. So like I said, again, just a reminder, you always want to run the water down this way. You never want to run the water with the bristles upwards, because again, the water will go in and will destroy your brush, and then all the bristles will start falling out, and you're like, why is it falling out? If the bristles are falling out and you've done that, then it probably means that there's probably mold in here and the glue has all just dissipated because the water has gone in there. So again, I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any other questions or tutorials that you'd like me to do, and I hope that you're having a fabulous, wonderful, awesome day. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!